What's up, guys? Six String Stinger. Welcome back to the channel. So what the hell's going on with the screen here? What the... Hey. What the... Alright guys, what is up? Six String Stinger. Welcome back to the channel. Hey, if this is your first time here, consider hitting that subscribe button down below. Really close to 15K. And if you're a subscriber, you could be a part of a giveaway when we hit it. There are chapters down below if you want to get to whatever part of this video you want to see, but you'll probably want to stick around and find out what?
That's enough flip-flapping. Let's make it happen.
Alright guys, let's get right into it. In this box lies something different. Let's put it different, okay? First off, I want to say thank you very much to Sean and Kathy, by the way, from Scar My Guitar. If you have not seen their YouTube channel, go check them out. I'm sure you are. A lot of you people that follow my channel, follow them, and I see you guys in their live streams all the time. He makes awesome guitars, guys. What can I say, right? He was very kind enough to send one over for me to look over and go over with you guys. And we're definitely gonna put it through its paces and see what it can do. Kind of excited to check this baby out. So let's go ahead and we'll start lip flapping. Start lip flapping more when I get this baby out of the box. Okay. All right. So let me get my music here. Yes. All right. Okay. Let me get this cutty thingy. Alright, cut it. Cut the music. Whew, thank you. Okay. Alright, so this here is a guitar called the Reaper, and I missed a piece of tape. Come here, bud. Come here. I don't care. I know this is my channel, but you gotta tell me, because now I look like a complete ass. You understand me? Okay? Thanks. Okay, let's go ahead and get this out. Yeah, it's called a Reaper, okay? Now, it sounds scary, but the guitar looks very classy, I'll tell you that. As you've probably seen on the thumbnail. So, anyway. Alright, they packaged it very well. I got a peeky. I got a peek-see over there, I'm sorry. I looked at it. I liked what I seen. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be nice. Alright, let's just go. Alright. Man, I don't even know what to do. I do not know what to do. Okay, let's go ahead. Oh, hey, Sean, thank you. Thank you for the sugar pack, guys. Thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and snack on this real quick. Okay. Alright, hang on. Alrighty. So, well, that's different. I mean, that's good, I guess. I've had guitars come that way where it's you know, maybe cracked or broken off or something. Hang on. What the? God, it's a rubber band. Jesus. Anyway, yeah, he's got the little cover there for the toggle switch in there. So, of course, you got your little truss rod adjustment tool. All right, guys, you ready? Ready for this? You ready? You ready? We're gonna break it down for sure. We are going to break it down for sure. Here we go. All right. Oh, that's beautiful. That is a beautiful headstock. Look at that. Look at that. Very nice tuners here as well. My God. That is amazing. We'll get right into this here in a second. These frets are absolutely... They're not ball in, but I'm going to tell you what. They are the next closest thing. That's the best fret job I think I've felt. I mean, golly Neds, man. That's an amazing job. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue. pull down here. Yeah, okay, all right. Yep, the old shoulder's breaking. It's okay. Yeah, this looks nice, guys. Wow. We'll get into all the specs. Okay, give me the clap real quick, guys. Go ahead, clap. Give me the clap, I said now. Thank you. Yeah. Some people don't like that. A lot of people don't like the clap, but it helps the video. All right, guys, you ready to see? This is the Reaper. It says right here on the truss rod cover. It's the Reaper. Okay, pretty awesome guitar thus far. I'm telling you, these frets. Shut up. Here we go. Ready? 3, 2. I'm sorry. Wait. Drum roll. Yes. Okay. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Look at that. That is a really beautiful top on that guitar, man. Check that out. Now, holy crap. This is just a beautiful guitar. It's a very unique shape, I will tell you that. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my little hippie hopper on here. I like hippie hoppers. I got to have my hippie hopper on my switch. Okay, and then we're going to go through. Now I'm going to tweak my knobs and all that good stuff. You know what? We're just going to go ahead and... I can't get that open properly, so let's go ahead and just cut it, huh? We're wasting time. Hurry up. Sean's going to yell at me. He's going to say, enough lip flapping. All right, let's go ahead and make this official. There it is. Okay. There, knob is on it. Okay. Let's. Wow. Nice switch, man. Those are the stiff switches that we talk about, right? Man, that's definitely a high quality switch. I can tell you that right now. Okay. Now we're going to tweak our knobs. We got any push pulls here? Yep. Got some push pulls. We got the coil splits. Holy crap, man! These knobs are beautiful. I like the knob, just kind of like these right here. These are not, but it's whatever. These knobs are very nice. They're very smooth, man. Very smooth. They're not real like super speedy or loose or anything. They don't grind or nothing like that. That's very awesome. Just a beautiful guitar. And you know what? Hey, Sean, you didn't give me any specs, man. You said there was going to be papers in the box. I don't see it in here anywhere. Well, Sean said he was going to have a spec sheet in here. I guess I'm going to have to do my own research and find out what's going on with this guitar. See what we got in there. Give me a minute. I'll be right with you. Okay, guys, I did find some specs online from his eBay store. First off, before we get going on the specs, I want to lay out 5 things that we're probably going to cover in this video, okay? 5 things about a guitar. What would make you want it, right? The 5 things I came up with is the looks, right? Is it going to be something that's going to inspire you to play, right? Number 2 would be weight, okay? Now, this thing does have weight relief in it. I know when they did their first round or so, he said that they had a problem with weight, like the weight was really heavy. They got weight relief in these now, so that's good. We're going to weigh this up. That way, the weight, we want to find out if it's too heavy, not heavy enough. We don't want it to kill you while you're playing, right? Another thing would be the feel, as far as the neck, how it plays. Is it awkward to play? Things like that. Another one would be overall tone. What's the sound? What's the feel of it? We'll cover all this at the end and see. We'll check them off and see if what we get, right? And lastly would be overall build quality of the guitar. Those are 5 main things I think that everybody should be looking at as far as a guitar. So yeah, keep those all in mind, and we'll retouch those at the end of the video, and we'll check them off as we go. See if this thing can get all 5 of those, all right? Okay, let's get right into the specs. Okay, guys, so we have a mahogany body. I'm going to assume it's a mahogany neck. It doesn't specify on that, but I would just say that it probably is. A roasted Jatoba fretboard. I've never heard of Jatoba. I've heard him talk about it, but I don't know what it is. It's obviously a pretty good wood, or he probably wouldn't be using it. And And you got the pearloid inlays, okay? Very nice looking inlays, man. Job well done for sure. 24 and 3/4 inch scale length with an awesome bone nut here at the top. Very nice. Looks like it's cut very well. Did a great job. Transition, man. Transition right here. Pretty smooth. I mean, it's not protruding at all, so that's good. I've had guitars where it's like, oh, it sticks out. But yeah, it's done very well, man. Nice cutting on the bone nut. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to be cut on. You have Artec locking tuners on this thing. They look to be very nice. We will see how nice they are, see if they hold their tune. We'll go through those paces as well, right? Where I just play horribly for you. That's why you're here, because you're like a great guitar player, and it's not me. No, it's not. Believe it or not, it's not me. We got full-size pots in here. We have coil splits. We got 2 volume and 2 tone, and so we'll mess with those and see what those sound like as well. And his wife does the pickups. So this here has been modded with, pretty much every Scar guitar, I believe. Kathy puts her pickups in it. They make their own pickups. These are rated around 15 to 16K, supposedly. So we will, for the bridge, and then the other would be a little less, of course, probably around 8 or 9. But we'll go ahead and we'll test those out too. That way you guys can see for sure. So yeah, 12-inch fret radius with a C profile neck. Feels really good in the hands. And also, of course, you got your 3-way toggle switch. Yeah. And stainless steel frets. I want you guys to get a good close-up of this. These are probably the best frets I've seen. No lie, man. This here is like stellar work on them frets. If you can tell, if you can see the ends of those, there's not even like, I don't know how he did it. They're none sharp at all whatsoever. When I first pulled the plastic down, I thought they were ball-end frets. I swear to you. But those are very, very nicely done, man. Bravo, bravo. And the action is pretty damn near where I would like it. I don't think I'm going to have to really mess with the action on this. But yeah, just an overall classic look as far as the top goes here. Just a beautiful flame top. Beautiful. All the way around the body. Just an amazing looking guitar. Nice, deep, rich wood color. Wow. So some of you are like, man, what kind of shape is that, right? What is it? You know what? If you look at this, and the way I'm looking at it, right? If you look at it this way, it's kind of like a Les Paul. You know, you got your one little horn right here on the bottom, and then you take this part, you cover this up, then you got like a, I don't know, like an SG top or something like that. So it's like a half an SG with a Les Paul. I don't know. It's a pretty cool looking guitar that is very, very different, especially in person. Seeing it on camera and online, it definitely looks a little different, but honestly, it is really awesome looking in person. All right, so something else real quick I want to talk about is the angle of the headstock, okay? If you notice, the angle of the headstock is like a very, I think he said it's 5% of an angle. That will help you with your tuning stability, give you more of the, see how the strings are kind of going straight across? So that'll help you with the tunability as far as that goes, because there's not that big angle break that, hey, now I'm going to tell you what, you know, I'm a good guy, right? But these phones here have got to go. I'm telling you right now. Just do the cutaway. Do the cutaway now! But yeah, so that angle will help you with tunability. You also have a nice big volute here to help you with possible breakage. If this should happen to fall, that'll help sturdy the headstock for you as well. Also, if you're a big-time shredder, you know, you can get right up here. You can play the pickup if you wanted to, or you can go down, and if you got really long fingers, you could even, you know, you could adjust your tone and stuff that way. Just messing with you. No. So if you're really good at leads and stuff, you can get right up there, no problem. Nice cutaway for that. You got a nice little belly curve back here on the back side. I don't think I mentioned that at all. So yeah, just a lot of things going on with this guitar. In the back of the guitar, you can see that it is not a bolt-on neck at all. It's kind of a set-in body kind of a thing. Never really specified too much, but it's very, very nice and clean work there for sure, man. Okay, all right. So let's get moving here. Let's go ahead and weigh this thing out. He said this has weight relief in it now. That was one of their issues they had, like I said before. Okay, cool. This thing's coming in at a, oh my God, at a whopping 7.01 pounds. That's fairly light, man. That is a really light guitar. I know there was one point where he said he had one of these that was like maybe 15 pounds, I think. I don't know. It's like one of the very first ones they did. I'm going to take this. All right, so let's hope this next session goes okay. Go ahead and get this up on the screen here. All right, we good? All right, good. Okay, so we are on the bridge position here currently. Let's go ahead and touch this up. We're at a 14.55, 14 and a half. It's pretty good. Let's go right to the middle selection here. Got a 5.13. And right to the neck, we're shooting at about a 7.9. Okay, okay. That's not too bad. You know, we could do the coil splits, I suppose. Let's go ahead and do the coil splits for both these. So I pulled both these out because they have separate coil splits for each pickup. So that's kind of cool. Let's go ahead and do that. We're right on the bridge coil split, which you're looking at a 7.62. Let's go right in the middle. And we get a 2.63. And then right on the neck with the coil split, and you're looking at a 4.01. Okay. Well, there you go. There you go. This is the fun part where I relic guitars. If you've watched the one video, you know. I'm going to be very careful here. Go ahead and see what the neck looks like here. Neck, it looks really good. Got a little bit of very slight relief right in here. I'm talking paper thin, man. But other than that, looks really good to me. We will see how the playability is and all that stuff here. At one of the cutaways, I just tested this out. The G string was slightly out. But other than that, this thing was pretty much right in tune. That's awesome. That's always awesome. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and plug in and get into some... We'll mess with some clean tones right away. Okay, let's do some clean tones. Then we'll mess around, get some dirty tones, and, you know, probably be DITTY certified here. We'll check that out too. All right, give me a minute, guys. Be right back. Okay, got everything hooked up. Tuning didn't have to really mess with, guys. I played with it here for a minute. Just kind of bend around and see how things felt. Felt really good. I did, just for full transparency, okay, I did raise the bridge ever so slightly. Just a little tiny bit of fret buzz for me. It wasn't anything horrible. But, you know, that's a personal preference thing. You would get that with pretty much anybody that gets a guitar. They'll want to set it up their own way. So that's no big deal there. Other than that, these tuners, I was messing around with them. The locking parts, they're really nice, man. I've never heard of this brand of tuner, but they seem to be very, very sturdy. They're very smooth turning. You know, there's no catching involved or any grinding sounds whatsoever. So that's a plus as well. So let's just get right into some tones. Let's go into some clean tones and all that stuff. Maybe do a ditty. And then we'll go through our testing phases, okay? And then we'll talk some more about the guitar. All right, so here we go. We're just we're on the bridge pickup here, and we'll just see what we sound like here, okay? Here we go. The coil split is pushed in, by the way. Full humbucker. All right, let's go right to the middle and turn up the volume. Thanks for making me look like a complete ass. Appreciate you. Nice, full, rich tone, man. Go right to the neck. Okay, let's go back to the bridge. And let's pop these coil splits out and see what we got. I'll do a variation in between the two real quick. So here we go. Whoa, chimey. Very nice, very nice. Right to the middle position. Wow, that's nice. Turn down the volume just slightly. Go right to the neck here and see what we got. That's nice. It's got a nice tone to it. Right back to the bridge. Then back to full humbucker. Pull it back out. Back in. Very, very crisp, I guess, is a word that you could use right there. Okay, so we gotta lube this up a little bit because we don't want to start a fire with the friction that I'm about to create between my fingers and this fretboard. So give me a minute. I need to take a drink. Okay, so let's just see what kind of rock tones we can get out of this. Okay, something a little different. We're gonna go with a little bit of a crunchy tone. See what kind of sounds we can get that way. So, it's in between the heavy sound and crunchy tone. So here you go. Here's a little bit of touch of reverb on that, but here we go. Nice. Coil split. Nice. Go right to the middle. Into the neck. I'll tell you right now, the harmonics just pop off of this thing. It's got a lot of articulation to it, man. These pickups sound great. Well, there comes a time in everybody's life that they need to hear a ditty, I think. right. That's the second time I've seen that creepy guy, the Reaper. We'll just call it, that was the Reaper song. How's that? You know, I don't even know if the sunglass dude knew that he was in the same room. But let's get right into the rhythm tone test and let's see. Hey.
Rhythm tone test.
All right, guys, first time here. This is where we just go in between the toggles, and I'll give you some tone variations that way. I'm not going to mess with the tone, not really the tone, but the push-pulls, because you don't notice it as much when you're playing super heavy distortion type stuff. So anyway, let's go right into it, and we'll start here on the bridge. I'll give you a couple of horrible chord progressions, you know, and I'll wait for you guys to unsubscribe. Here we go. Whew. You know, tell me the next time that happens, because I just feel like a... Here we go. On the bridge. Yeah. Okay, right to the middle. And to the neck. Good sustain. Hangs out for a while. That's good. Still going, guys. Go get a pizza. I'll wait. Okay. We're going to go right back to the bridge. That sounds amazing. All right, lead tone test time, okay? Yeah.
Lead tone test.
All right, so pretty much the same deal, like we always do. I'm going to toggle in between, give you some of the worst Corey Feldman playing that you can imagine. Sean will appreciate this. Anyway, let's go. All right. Yeah, so we're starting on the bridge, and here we go with some crappy lead playing. Right to the middle. The John Cena pickup. It's not here. You can't see me, right? Here it is. And right to the neck. And back to the bridge. Imagine for a second if I could actually play leads. We'll leave it at that. Let's get into that tuner test.
Tuner test.
All right, guys, so this is where we do our worst playing in the world, okay? You can imagine a better player if you would. But yeah, we're in tune right now. That's what we want to come back to after I do these massive string bends. We're just going to be really raw with this and see if we can knock this baby out of tune. So far, this has just been a great guitar. So let's try it out. Here we go. All right, some good string bending, no cut. Here we go. Holy crap, man. Round two? Let's do round two real quick.
Round 2.
All right, so here we go. Ready? All right, I know we're probably lost about half of our followers, but here we go. The whole point was just to bend those. Let's see what we got. There was absolutely no cut. You seen what I did. I was bending like the B string all the way up to the A string almost. So several times. This is legit. All right, guys, let's see how good the roll-off is on the, the pots and stuff here. So let's go, let's have one on the bridge here. That's almost off. Right there's off. There's just teeny tiny bit. About halfway. And all the way. Let's try the same thing with the neck here. Let's start out with nothing. Roll it in. There you go. Just great. So basically, it has really good roll off as far as like, if you're just needing that just a little bit, you come off of something like... And then if you get into that chicken picking stuff, just, just like, whatever. And then right back in. Very nicely done. So the reason I showed that part is because there's a lot of times you get some of these guitars, not these, because this is more of a higher end type of guitar. Just saying, it's not a budget style guitar as far as like, you get your Fesleys or Leo James for like $200. But some of those, like they may have decent pots in them, but their capacitors or whatever they're running, you can't dial it back. It's like you either have it all the way on or it's off. This here was done correctly, for those that are really finicky about their tone. Gives you a lot more versatility as far as playing, I think. So that makes it really nice there. Along with these push-pulls, they are a tone knob. I don't think I demonstrated that, but they do the tone knob doo-doo. I said doo-doo. Okay? I do have to take a crap, by the way. All right, so I took the back plate off of this so I can show you guys their work that they do inside. They do use the full-size pots, just like they said online. Very nicely done on the soldering work, and those push pulls are very nice in there. Yeah, so pretty legit, pretty nice little unit here. All right, so let's go into the 5 things like we talked about earlier. The 5 things we want in a guitar. Okay, now the first one was looks. Okay, does this guitar look good to you? Does it inspire you to want to play? Right. I will tell you this: Sean and Kathy, Sean, I guess. Kathy's more the pickup side. She might have had something to do with it, but they patented this design themselves. This is a very unique design. You're not going to find this anywhere else. It's pretty cool. I do really think it's cool. And how they have the 5-degree angle here on the headstock. The look of the body, like I said, you got like a Les Paul style here, and you have like an SG kind of a top maybe on this part of it up top. So it's very unique, very different, which I think that makes it cool because it's not like an average everyday looking guitar. So for that one, we can put a big check mark and say, that's good. Next is the weight. Was the weight good? It was like 7 pounds, guys. This thing's light. It's a very light guitar. A lot of like Les Paul type guitars, some of them come in at 9 pounds, close to 10 pounds. This is 7 pounds. They had put weight relief in this, like I said, because they had one that was really heavy. And they're like, what the hell happened? I think Sean still has that guitar. You could use it as a boat anchor, if nothing else, right? Because, I mean, I have a acrylic guitar that weighs 16.5 pounds. You're not going to play that with a strap and have a shoulder when you're done. Just saying. So, yeah, I would say for weight, this is definite. Good job there as well. Okay, so the third thing I had down was feel. How does it feel in your hands? How does it feel to play it? How does it feel on your lap? How does it feel on the neck, the frets, all that stuff? This guitar felt amazing. It feels very high end. You know what I'm saying? Just the way that it pretty much balances right there when you're playing. It's got good weight, counterweight to it. The frets you cannot even feel on this thing, and the neck is just perfect. It's not a big neck. I think it's a C profile is what I said. You got that 12-inch fretboard radius. To me, I think it's great. It feels good in the hands. So that's another one. We can say, good job. The next one was tone. Did it have tone? Did it have a good sound to it? Now that's going to be a difference of what amp you're playing or pedals you're putting through it, correct? So that's going to be up to the individual. As far as what I'm hearing here, I think it sounds great. These pickups have a lot of articulation in them. You have a lot of variation as far as tone goes with the push-pull and the tone variations there. Plus, of course, you got your 3-way selector. This has a very nice roll-off as far as going heavy and then getting back to the really light tones to get a little spanky sound if you want. You get a lot of variation of tone. I think it sounds really good. So we can go, good job on that one. All right, so the 5th thing was overall build quality. This here, hands down, takes the cake, okay? Just the flame top on this guitar alone is beautiful. Look at that. And you get the matching headstock with it, okay? Very, very nicely done. This binding is excellent. There's no imperfections whatsoever on it. These pickups were hand wound by Kathy, his wife. Excellent sounding pickups in my mind. It looks like, I'm not sure of the style or what they're called as far as the bridge. There's some kind of, I can see some writing on there. I'm not going to take it all apart. But they do use higher quality products. Now, if you want to go Ultimate Reaper, they even do more. They'll put like a rolling bridge on this and do a couple other things. But every guitar they get, they level, they do the frets up right. They get them good. They polish the frets. So when you get this guitar, it is ready to go and ready to play. I thought these tuners, the locking tuners on here that they have are very nice. Just an overall nice guitar, man, with the bone nut and all. The build quality is superb. The cool part is, once I knew what color I was getting when he was sending me, I have a mate. From my 1998 Epiphone Les Paul Standard, okay? I've had this guitar for 20 plus years. This is probably my best playing guitar. The frets are still amazing. This guitar has just been a workhorse. I love this guitar, okay? I would definitely put it up against this. This here back in the day cost me around $600 or $700 back in the day when Epiphone was doing things right. It still has the Gibson, little truss rod cover on it. So yeah, this is an awesome little mate for this guy. It's like an updated version, right? Pretty cool. So just so you don't think I'm lying, if you look at the date, it says September 3rd, 1998. And then right there's the price, $699. That's what I paid for that Epiphone Les Paul Standard back in 98. So this guitar will run you around that same price, but you got to remember, okay? He's getting these in, and he is like doing a lot of his own work on this, okay? Just a fret job alone, doing the fret leveling and the rounding of the frets, the polishing of the frets, putting pickups in, doing all new wiring, everything. That's a job in itself, man. That's probably going to run you about $200, $300 somewhere when you take it anyway. So you're looking at probably about a $400 guitar, plus you're paying $300, bam, right there. But when you get this guitar, it's ready to go, man. There's nothing you need to change or upgrade on this guitar, unless you absolutely don't like these pickups, which I don't know who wouldn't like them. They sound pretty good to me, but there are those few people, well, it's not a Seymour Duncan, or it's not an EMG pickup. I gotta switch that out. But for the player that just likes to play and wants to play, has a lot of variation of tone, this here is a pretty awesome unit. They do have a couple of different color options. It may take a while to get them in. I know he's getting backed up with sales and stuff right now. I will leave a link to his YouTube channel and stuff like that. You can find out more information there. I'll leave a link actually to his eBay store as well, the way you guys can see what they got there. I know Kathy sells the pickups that they have and things like that from time to time. I think they're getting low on those at this point, but these will be available in the near future. So if you haven't watched Scar Guitar, go check them out. They're doing some really cool things over there. And again, I want to say thank you so much to Sean and Kathy for sending this out. Alright guys, that'll do it for this video. If you liked the video, drop a like down below. I really do appreciate it. Like I said down below, links will be to Scar Guitar and all that good stuff for you guys to check them out. Really doing some great stuff over there. So yeah, show them some love. Say, hey man, 6-String Stanger sent me. I do want to say a special thank you to all my new subscribers. Welcome aboard. You're going to see some cool stuff coming up. Got a lot more guitars, a lot more pedals. And we're going to start a new series very soon called Stanger's Secret Stash. Yeah, some higher end guitars that I have that you may have seen on the channel many, many years ago or may not have seen. I don't know. But I thought that'd be kind of cool to do. So stay tuned for that. Okay, if you want to help support the channel in any way, check out the Stanger merch shop below. Get you some Stanger merch, DITTY merch. I don't care what you do, as long as you put that thing away, because I am not into that, bud. Alright guys, we'll see you in another video very soon. Don't forget, it's all about the music. Later. Love you. Bye.